Hey guys, what is up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. I realized that it's been no time no see, and I was not sure if I was even gonna record anything new or not, but today here we are. I hope you're happy to see me. I decided to record a video for you guys, of course, but I think I will also be posting videos for other signs, just maybe like until the end of the year or for next year. I'm not sure yet. I do want to do this because I am planning to record like yearly predictions, stuff like that. But anyway, today this is going to be like a mixture of intuitive tarot and other stuff video. I hope you're excited. I missed you a little bit. It's been a very crazy few months for me. Yeah, I hope you're doing fine, because it's been crazy for all the Scorpios. It's been something like, I don't know, for most people it's been like really transformative time, and there was a lot of confusion, and I'm tapping in even right now as I'm starting speaking into some feelings of confusion and just like a lot on the shoulders. Of course, astrologically we can understand this from a lot of planets being retrograde, a lot of planets stacked in Scorpio's 4th house and the 12th house. So a lot of you guys are dealing with some deep emotional issues, maybe with family, maybe you're going back to something from the past to resolve something that's been really taking a toll on you. There is a feeling of, with all the planets in your 12th and in the 4th house now, there's a feeling of needing to go back in order to move forward. We'll take a look what's going to come up, and I have amazing news. I did have some time to reopen the booking, so I have some of my bookings reopened for private readings. It's for only very short time, so if you need something, go there. There's 2022 prediction available, where we look at everything for 2022 year, progressive chart, solar arcs. It's like a very, very comprehensive reading. It's not just like a tarot or whatever. It's like multiple charts being read. And I also have a super amazing new mini, it's not even mini, it's a full reading for asteroids, fixed stars, fixed points in your chart. So this one, many people have been requesting me for a while, since I've been researching asteroids and just different points in the chart. So if you want to have your birth chart analyzed with specific emphasis on fixed stars and on asteroids, which I believe, to be honest, from my research, this is what gives us shortcut and a special special ultra zoomed in lens to understand something that we can overlook when we just look at a general chart. So whenever astrologers look at, sometimes it's repetitive, and yeah, sure, interpretation is nice, but what I've noticed in my own practice is that it is this little points, little specific dots in your charts, these asteroids, these places where not so many people look at, that can give us a hint, a clue of how to heal something, how to unlock some blessing, what's locking something. So anyway, all the links are down below. Let's get started. I'm excited. I actually haven't used, I think, this oracle with Scorpios yet, so let's use this. As always, don't forget to smash the like button. I'm gonna try, I've been like yesterday, I was gonna post a poll whether I should destroy this channel or resurrect it. Maybe I'll post it today. But if you want to see any new videos, make sure to hit like, subscribe, share. And anyway, darlings, let's take a look. My Scorpios, I can feel the heaviness, but you know what? This year there's been something really strong in terms of just overall judgment hanging over the world, and like it's been really felt, I would say, this entire month of September. But I feel like we've transformed, like all the people who consider themselves like on spiritual path, awakening, doing the work in whatever way you're doing, we've transformed a lot of real darkness hanging over the world in the past 3 months, in the past 3 weeks. Because what I feel is that there were a lot of people who had no choice, but they had to face and they had to deal with something they haven't dealt for a while. It could be something personal. Like for me, for example, I had to deal with something with my family, and it was something that I was like, no, I'm not dealing with this, but I was forced to deal with something with my family. And I do believe that this transformation has, of course, in my personal life, has really, really removed some of the darkness and, revealed the new light that maybe was not there yet. And of course, what we are doing in our personal lives is something that affects the whole world. So whatever you're going through right now, know that even though it might seem so specific to you and so individual, and it's just no one cares, actually when you are working and transforming something in your own individual life, you are transforming the world more than you can imagine. This is actually the light that the world needs. Sometimes we think like, right, oh my God, I have to change the world, I have to save the world, whatever. But really, sometimes it's us revealing the light in our personal life that creates this bigger shift in the world. And that was made to me very clear. Anyway, your cards. We have here a woman holding a heart. The first card, number 44. We have here magician and the mirror. We also have here strategy. And we have here the world. So what I feel about this is, well, some of you are going through your Saturn return. I can see this one here. Could be age 28, 29-ish approximately, or maybe even second Saturn return, which I believe is like 28 years later, like in the late 50s. So you're either late 20s or late 50s. Wow, that's quite a range. I feel that there's been an understanding, a larger understanding of kind of like the big picture. In this card, the world, you can see this person, he is not really on Earth because he's looking on Earth from the far, kind of like how we are looking at the moon. So I'm almost getting like somebody here had a chance to zoom out, almost like to get a little bit more of an understanding. Why have I gone through all I have gone through? What does it mean in a bigger picture? I see somebody here had some very, very, very spiritual, awakening moments, but it's not even awakening, more like, when you have sudden these glimpses, like, that's what it was about. That's why. That's how it's connected. Since something very powerful spiritually happening for you, it's almost like your guides, took you by the hand and like helped you, like, taking a bird's eye view of everything you're going through and everything that's maybe even happening in this world. And it has cleared a lot in your conscious where like maybe there's been things previously you were like, I just don't get it. Why? I feel that right now you have more than ever this increased awareness where you start understanding, that you are chosen for some things and why. And it's not just, oh my God, that's so special, I'm so special, I was chosen, right? No, it's like you have this, you start understanding what was this responsibility you were given. And of course, if you don't resonate, it's just not you I'm speaking to, but I really feel there is a group here of people who have any Scorpio placements in your chart. You could even have, I'm seeing like the other fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. There is this understanding of why and how everything fits together. And it's almost like you're given this extra strength right now to carry on basically with what you are doing. What also draws my attention here is this lilies. Usually lilies are something, right, that lily, right, it's called, yeah. Lily pads is something that's growing in the the swamp. So what this tells me as well is that you are someone who was, whether in childhood or in even some recent time, you are someone who was living in conditions that were less than desirable. So whatever this was it toxic patterns, was it just that you didn't have enough material resources, you were in this mud. But the interesting part about this lilies is that this is this flower, right, that blooms, out of the mud, and like you almost are like, some of the words that come into me is this, like, this flower that, is blooming out of all this dirt and this mud. A diamond, in the rough, someone who makes lemonade out of lemon, someone who is like alchemist, transforming darkness into light. And you have this power now more than ever. It's like you are being called to make this world shine more and like to not give up and to really understand how important some of the experiences you had were, preparing you perhaps to the moment you are in right now. I also see some of your master number 11, 33, 22. I mean, there's no really 44, but it could be like 44 still, or like number 8 in your chart too. I also see this. Now you are also being asked to write down what are some of the most important things you need to accomplish now. This is the time where I feel like we have Mercury retrograde, of course, as well. It's just, there's a lot of retrogrades, and it's really like, this is like the kind of time where you feel like, oh my God, I'm tired. I actually had a couple of days ago, I just slept for like whole day, I think like full day of sleep, but there is this energy where it's like a lot of things are going backwards, and I feel like you are being called right now not to get confused in this moment, but to be very clear about what was this whole journey about. With Magician in the mirror, there are choices in front of you, but what is this something that you want? This is not the time to go back into the patterns of, this is a safer option, this is available, let me go there. It could be very, how do you say this when you're tempting? It could be very tempting right now to fall back into the patterns that feel safer, because maybe recently you went through again a little bit of mini crisis or something that shook you up, where you were like, oh my God, I just want to be stable and safe. And of course, everyone deserves to feel stable and safe, but what I get here, it's important to maintain the vision of a bigger picture. Where is it you are going? What were you aligning yourself this whole time? Do not forget about that. Some of you, once again, it's a repetitive pattern I've seen with Scorpios, where, because Scorpio is so used to crisis, once you learn how to stabilize yourself, you don't want to let go of that, because you're afraid that you're gonna go back to certain level, maybe that was below where you currently are, but it's not gonna happen. They say it's more important than ever to just remember where you're going. What do you want to manifest? Also, I hear a woman holding a heart. I feel like this could be you or somebody close to you. There is a lot of love available, but what they say, you have a person next to you who doesn't know how to show their love, or they do not know how to express it, or maybe your love language with someone is different. This could be maybe if you're connecting with a female or a feminine energy. It could even be, honestly, not just romance. It could be a relative of yours or a friend, where the love languages are just very different, and the way you love, the way this person loves is very different. Something about that. Let me see. Let me just take one more card regarding woman holding a heart. Woman holding a coin. Yeah, the coin. My God. Coin. Woman holding a coin. There is a woman holding a heart, and there is a woman holding a coin. It could be two females relationship. It could be just two females friendships or relatives even as well. There is, again, some kind of difference between love languages. I'm also getting that for you, if there was in the past the choice between finances versus love, or for example, choosing a path career-wise that financially lucrative versus something you are really passionate about, you are moving towards a stage in your life where this is no longer an issue. You are going to be able to start aligning your true self, your real image, with the things you are sharing with the world. So if, for example, you were also in some kind of profession where you felt like it's not allowing you to shine your true light, you were like, I don't mind this profession, it's actually not too bad, I actually like it, but I feel like I'm only half of who I am here. You are going to be able to shift your career path, to shift your timeline, to adjust somehow into living not two split lives, where there's a part of you that's one way, another part of you that's different. Somehow you're going to be able to take together both. I'm almost getting this is very highly polarized part of yourself. Maybe even this is something you've been recently healing, because they're showing me an image of a energy being split almost since childhood or since early age, where you had to develop one personality to survive in one type of environment, and then another personality that had to survive in a different type of environment, which translated in the future into your personal career life and just overall your path. So what I'm seeing is you being able to take your passions, to take the things you love, to take everything and basically unify it. So there is no more of the split, one part goes here, one part goes there, you separating things, but somehow it's actually a very big deal, they say. Somehow you're uniting, instead of having kind of like multiple things which you are like now 100% feeling whole about it. You are somehow uniting your like material needs and your also soul and heart desires. There's a black cat, of course, which represents occult as well. Somehow your occult knowledge and your esoteric abilities, or your interest in occult and esotericism, is also something that's going to help you, oh my God, accumulate more wealth. For those of you who are holding coins of any kind, I just have to say it because this card literally is like a woman holding a coin. Some good news are on the way, keep holding. Not financial advice, whatever you're holding, it's like there's good things. Now let's just take one more. there's just good things coming financially. It's been kind of like a strange time, I think, where it's been not up, not down, but it's been kind of stagnant. Maybe you are like bored a little bit. We have woman holding a coin and we have man holding a coin. So definitely whatever it is you're holding, keep holding. You might meet a person with same financial, I just have to say it, with same financial interests as you. So maybe like if you are very much like, let's say, into cryptocurrency, you might meet someone who just has the same interest. Or if you are not into that, you are just, I don't know, working in finance or interested in building your financial freedom, financial future, you meet someone somehow connected to that. There is just an energy where there is just in general going to be more people around you who are interested in money, finances, and it's like, I mean, I wanted to clarify the woman holding a coin and I got man holding a coin. So somehow I think even when it comes to love and meeting like the one, your commitment to your financial freedom and to building your financial future is also what's leading you to this person. It's going to be, for whatever reason, very important for you when you meet a person who is like very successful, has a lot to offer, to also be able to hold your own. Not because they're gonna ask you for anything, not because they're gonna even care necessarily, but I almost get like, for you knowing that whatever you have, you've worked hard for it, and you have that dignity that no one can ever take away or say, oh, she or he got this from his whatever, not like to say that it's matter what other people say. There is something beautiful when you know you've achieved something and you've built something on your own. Not to say like you shouldn't be open to receiving from others as well, but whatever this is, somehow this financial element is extremely important for also you like developing this union, like this relationship with someone who is quite, here I can see this person's quite well off. We have here 5 of Wands, 9 of Swords with the 4 of Pentacles. What I'm getting is that if there's any fights and if there's any disagreements with anyone, it's time for you to just remove, I don't know, maybe you were like with any kind of relatives or friends and there's been some kind of disagreements. It's better to just leave some things behind. And I don't know what is it with the 4 of Pentacles, but it's like there's everybody offering you something, offering you coins, I don't know, of some sort. They say it's less than a 4 months time period, you're going to achieve a very long-term goal of yours. So we are in September, October, November, December. By the year 2022, by the New Year's of 2022, you're going to achieve a goal which perhaps you kind of wanted it to already happen. I feel like in May, in June, you wish it happened then. Whatever didn't happen in May or in June, I feel like it's gonna happen right around New Year's Eve. It's hard to say exact time, but something around that. And what's the most amazing thing is that you are also here manifesting and creating a connection with someone who has same values as you are and wants to build a future. Anyway, we're going to take this to the extent and to take a look deeper into everything. There's going to be more tarot, other oracles, and the extended links to the extent is going to be down below. Once again, I reopened temporarily some of my bookings, including 2022 prediction for the year ahead, and also a specified focused analysis of asteroids and different fixed points in your chart. Check it out, everything in the description box. Let's take a look at the extended. What is this man and woman holding a coin? How does it relate to the coins you are holding? What to expect in love life and in finances and other things for the next month and for the next few months to come. Love you all. We'll talk soon.